So how was your week last week?
It was good. It seems like a blur. I don't even remember what happened. I would tell an interesting story if I had one.
If you had one.
The Arizona primary election was this week.
That was this week.
Did you vote, Adam?
I did.
Strauns?
Nope.
I knew you were going to say no.
No.
I absolutely saw it on your face.
Yep.
Why didn't you vote? Absolutely no excitement behind any of the candidates. Could that be it?
That's basically why I almost didn't vote. I'll be honest. I waited till the friggin' last hour.
I had one of the most melancholy voting experiences of my life.
Oh, yeah?
And I need to tell you about it, and you'll find out why in just a minute.
Should we go into that? Should we get into that?
Oh, yeah,
Let's talk about that.
I got to tell you about it. Met my congressman. Okay?
Oh, you did?
That's the
Was
end.
he at the polling place?
Thank you very much.
She.
They're still called congressmen.
Yes.
Don't tell them that. But anyway.
Congressperson.
Congressperson.
Yeah, I go to the
Representative.
polls. I'm doing the stupid ballot, and it's a stupid ballot this time because the Arizona primary was just worthless this time around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making these marks, and I'm going, I am not excited about any of you. Like, there was one guy for treasurer. I thought it was pretty good, and I think he ended up winning the primary, so, okay, cool. But state treasurer, I mean, really, how much do how much are you like, oh, that stinking state treasurer screwed me over again, right? Or, wow, he's a good treasurer. It just doesn't make
that corporation commissioner, he is just top notch.
No, I do know they don't want to make fun of it because then we'll get emails and everything, and it'll be like, well, no, you know what, our treasurer is good. Okay, that's fine. But anyway, make all my marks. Get my I voted today sticker, and for once I just kind of stare at it and walk it out. I usually put it on, and I'm like, yeah, I voted today. I'm very proud of that. No, I just stare at it, walk out the door. And then Kyrsten Sinema, my congressperson, comes walking up, and there's a guy behind me wearing a shirt that says D26 Democrats. Okay, so I know he's a Democrat, but he says, is that Kyrsten Sinema? And I said, our congresswoman's here, person? And he's like, yeah, that's her. She comes walking up, starts shaking people's hands. Say, I just want to thank you for voting today. Yeah, I just want to thank you for voting. She's not campaigning because she's unchallenged.
Right.
Okay, so she's literally just thanking people for voting. She did only win by 4.1% last time, which in a congressional district is not very many votes. So she very well may have been trying to swing just a few people over her direction. I don't know.
Right.
But she's just saying, I want to thank you for voting. And I'm going, what congressperson's here? I scream into a microphone about how much they piss me off all the time. Right? So I'm like, what do I want to tell her? And I start going over the facts in my head. Kyrsten Sinema, elected last term in her freshman term as a congressman. Okay? She's barely been in there 18 months. I'm like,
not a whole lot she's done.
18 months. I mean, everything's getting shut down by the Senate or vetoed or had the government shut down, but I can't remember how she voted on that. And I'm like, as far as a Democrat goes, she's really not that bad. And
she's fairly moderate.
Yeah, she's moderate, right?
Well, she's from Arizona. She has to be moderate if she's going to be a Democrat.
Why couldn't Nancy Pelosi have walked up here and I could have just unloaded, right?
How's Satan? I heard you had him over for dinner yesterday.
I ended up asking her a meaningless question about her opponent and what she thought about the race, and she gave me a very meaningless answer. And by the way, she is ditzy as all get out. This woman cannot...
Somehow I don't think we're going to get an interview with her anytime soon.
No, well, we probably could have gotten one right then if I had wanted it. But the more I talked to her, the more I was just like, nah, all right, have a good day. And I literally just ended up going, yeah. Well, all right, well, see you guys.
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
So that's my experience with my congresswoman person.
Awesome. Let's book her for Jeromy +1. I'm sure you made an impression.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll send this over to her first and say, would you like to defend yourself and your ditziness? I didn't know Congress people could say "cause like" in a sentence so many times.
Cause like.
I just assumed that being in government got you beyond that somehow.
She picked that up in her sorority.
It's a government by the people and for the people.
Yes, it is. And she is really representing Tempe and the ASU students really, really well.
Cause like totally.
Cause like totally. And stuff.
That's pretty exciting, though.
That was exciting. Actually, it was the opposite of exciting. It
You were
wasn't
really
exciting.
disappointed?
It wasn't disappointing either. I was just walking away like, I mean, I didn't call you guys.
That was a huge waste.
Right? If I was excited, I just talked to the Congresswoman in person, and I've got this great interview, or I've got a really good show topic. No, I ended up walking away going, well, what am I going to get for dinner on the way home?
I mean,
nothing.
there's a lot going on that you could have asked her about.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, what do you think our solution to the border crisis is? I thought about that after. I was like, well, why wouldn't I ask her what she thinks her solution is? And I'm pretty sure the answer would have been like, well, because, like, there's a lot of people, and they're coming across and stuff, and I'm not sure they should. And, like, they say it's illegal.
They say it's illegal.
And I mean, like,
no, she does not
like,
talk
what
like
is
that.
illegal and stuff?
No.
All right, I'm exaggerating a little bit.
A lot of it, probably.
A lot of it, maybe. But I'm not kidding when I say she came across to me as surprisingly ditzy for her position. Not surprisingly ditzy for like an average person just walking down the street, but for
Did she have any press with her?
No.
Nobody was following her around?
No.
Because I'd be interested. You could have asked things like, so Democrats have been pushing big for like a wind down of budget for the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can say, you could have asked like,
Go ahead and ask me. Go ahead and ask me.
Okay, ready?
What's the question?
And you can give me a response as her? Okay.
Yeah.
So with the winding down of the budget in regards to military, how do you think that's going to affect our response to ISIS in northern Iraq?
Okay, so like our response to ISIS should be like heat, because when you put heat on ISIS, they melt.
So I thought you were going to say something about like an ice bucket challenge.
There's more than one, right? Because it's just ice if there's only one.
Hold on, did you just say? Did you just say the ALS ISIS bucket challenge?
Not entirely, but that's good. That's better than what I said. That's hilarious.
That could be really messed up.
Oh, jacked up, really. Yeah,
Oh my
well,
gosh.
at least you got to talk to her, I guess. I mean,
after I've mocked her for like 5 minutes straight, I would just like to say she did come across as a very down-to-earth and
normal person,
nice person. So I've been mocking a down-to-earth, normal, nice person.
You
for the
are
last
such
5
a good
minutes.
guy.
I do that every freaking week. So, I mean, what's...
So what's new, I guess?
So, yeah, there you have it.